Hello then, I'm Jonathan, 2E0VJO. I'm a radio amateur. You may have guessed from the thing that they're not terribly good on YouTube. It's not my domain, really. So hello, how are you? Hope not doing so bad. I'm here today, not in my sort of professional world of talking into microphones and doing all that kind of thing. I'm here today to talk to you about amateur radio. And more how amateur radio can connect with more conventional forms of technology. Today I'm going to be talking about the Galaxy Tab, which is sort of Samsung's answer to the iPad in certain regards. But there we go. So I'm trying to get it out of its case here, which is always a mean feat, I have to say. There we go. Okay, so where you may see other reviews about the Galaxy Tab, and I'll probably do one other on another channel about a more general review of it. This review is going to focus more on the amateur radio apps you can get on Android. So it's Android. So if you've got an Android phone, like a HTC one or whatever, you should be able to use it. I'm not sure. Cable just disappeared. So you should be able to use it with all these apps with any Android device. Of course, let's just unlock it there, okay. And I'm already in the first one, but I should have just exited. So there you go, there's sort of the general screen. This camera, I know, is bloody awful. But as I'm getting started in this YouTube thing, I'm not investing in a camera. And when I'm doing other videos not on the Galaxy Tab, I'll shoot it with the Galaxy Tab, because the camera on this is fabulous. It's HD and everything. So the first app I need to just go, first app I downloaded actually, of course, and it has to be Echolink, doesn't it? It just has to be. That's sort of a rule. It says looking at the screen and not the camera. It's a trait of mine. I just do that. Everyone does it. So there we go. There, so we can just connect to the Echolink test server. I'm sure those of you that use Echolink, I'm sure you're all very familiar with this. Now, there we go.
Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
And there we go. I won't bother doing anything with that. I know it all works. So that's your first app. That's Echolink. Well, thousands of users around the world of Echolink. Absolutely fabulous. On a screen this size, it's a bit OTT, if I'm honest, but it works when it works well. Second app, snap and go show you later. Second app I want to show you now is an app that you can't find in the Android market. I'll let you know that one straight away. It's not on the Android market, this next app. You will have to search it online. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to download and install from an external source on any Android device. But it's this. It's APRS Droid. It's running in the background at the minute, and it's an APRS client for Android. It's the only one out there at the minute, and you can't really tell that, but it's uploading me, and it's doing it at the minute every 1 minute. If you search for on APRS.fi, again looking at the wrong place. If you look on APRS.fi and search for 2E0VJO-10, you'll see where my tablet is. I should be with my tablet, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to change the settings. So there we go, I've just stopped it. Okay, so I'm going to press the sort of menu button and click on preferences. Okay, so I'm going to go to minimum time update and just reset that for 30. And there we go, so that's now set for 30-minute intervals. Press back and I can press start tracking. So this uses to get your location, this can use a variety of things, this app. It can use the GPS in your device. That's what I have it running on. It seems to work okay. The battery life seems to hold up while doing that. Or you can get it to use your 3G signal. So it can find where you are by seeing which what's the word I'm looking for? Which towers it can see, which sounds it can see. And it'll do it that way. Either way works. Either way gives you a fairly good location. I just use GPS because it's less hungry on your battery, I find. The next one I've got to show you is an app I don't use very often, but it's very useful when it comes in handy. It's Hamsat Droid. Oh, by the way, the last one was APRS Droid. Search for that one. This is Hamsat Droid, which is sort of it's what it says on the tin. It's an amateur radio satellite tracking software. So I just have it for the International Space Station. Change start time. Well, don't do that. And it will calculate its next pass. So that is telling me on, and the next pass is tomorrow, the 15th of March 2011. Start time 8:47, duration 5 minutes. That's what it is. And if I scroll right, so just go like that, it shows me a map and it shows me the next lines. And it shows me where I am. Okay, it's an okay app. That it's not brilliant. This is quite a good one. It's Cool Log. You can see I've used it a lot. I haven't really played with it, but it's quite good. It allows you to add an entry, so you can use this as sort of a portable logging application. That's what it's designed for. Let's go back. You can look up a call sign. So I tell you what, let's look up May2 E0 VJO. Okay, let's look up a call sign, and that should, I think this checks with, I'm guessing it checks with QRZ.com. So it's good when it can't find yourself, isn't it? Click here to search QRZ.com, so we'll do that, and I'm guessing it's going to not work. So there are a few problems, but there you go. If you want to, that was free. So if you want a free little logging application, it's a good one to use. And there is this other one that I'm just going to quickly show you, and this is an application called Repeater Range. Now this is UK only, I'm afraid. It's only got UK repeaters. So if you're listening to, if you're watching this abroad, I'm sure there will be versions of this for your country. I know there is one for the States, but I don't know the exact details. This one's for the UK. This is, as I said, Repeater Range. It looks at your location from the GPS, and it works out which repeaters should be in range of you, and then it gives you some details. So this isn't brilliant. It has got repeaters missing that I know about. It's saying I get GB3BN right at the top there. You probably can't quite make that. That's probably just a little bit too low, but don't worry for it. It says GB3BN at the top, which I can get, yes. And then it says DI. Not a hope in hell for me. I can't get DI from here. And down the list, there's NE, AL. They are I can get. But the missing one is I live in Reading, and the obvious choice would be the Reading repeater, GB3RD. Not appearing there, and I can get that. So there are some issues with it. I think that is about it for the amateur radio apps that are there. So there we go. Yeah. So as I start filming other things, I'll film them on this because the quality will be so much better, and also be widescreen rather than this rather crammed 4x3. It means they have to be all squished in. There's not much room for space. But I'll just put that away. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll try to make it as short and as informative as possible. You can tell I'm new to this, can't you? I'm at the amateur end of the video making spectrum. Very much so, actually. But there we go. I would show you the shack, but the minute is very messy. The 2.0 VJO shack does need a little bit of work on it. It needs to be cleaned and tidied up, but there we go. So from me, Jonathan, 73s, 2.0 VJO 73s, and hope to see you again next time, or on the bands. Indeed, I hope to see you on the bands as well. I mostly work the digital modes on HF, just thought I'd pop that one in there. So if you see me, do feel free to say hello. Thank you very much, and 73s for now.